The next user-defined data type we would be learning is enumeration. Enumeration is simply assigning some integer values to limited variables. These values are declared by the programmer. So in this lesson, we would be learning what is an enumeration and syntax for defining and accessing the enumeration and a simple example. So what is enumeration? Enumeration is that user-defined data type which can be assigned some limited values that consist of integral constants. So some variables are assigned to some integer constants. These values are defined by the programmer at the time of declaring the enumerated type and are set to default by the compiler. When we assign a float value in a character value, then compiler generates an error. In the same way, if we try to assign any other value to enumerated data types, the compiler generates an error. But enumerated types of values are also known as enumerators. It can also be used with switch statements. The enum keyword is used to declare enumerated types. Then comes the curly braces, which define all the possible values, and the default value starts from 0. Let us see the syntax. The enum keyword is followed with a variable name which would be the name of our enumeration. Then under curly brackets, the possible values are defined, separated by commas. After defining enumerated types, variable is created. Now this enum name is a user-defined data type. Such as int, float, char are built-in data types. Enum value has now become a user-defined data type. Now we need to create a variable of this data type. So this variable can be created by enum name, value name, and a value is assigned to this variable, that is value name. Now let us see an example. Here enum gender is defined with two values, male and female. So male will be having the value 0 and female will be having the value 1. Now a variable of this user-defined data type enum gender is created and named as G, which is given a hard-coded value, that is male. Then we have applied a switch statement where G is matched with multiple cases, with male and female, and accordingly the gender is printed. Now let us run this in code editor, and the expected output is gender is male because we have assigned male value to G. So here I have copied that code and let us try to run it. First compile it, enum.c, and then run it. So we have got the expected output, that is gender is male. This is how enum works. Let's have a quick recap. Enumeration is that user-defined data type that consists of integral constants assigned to some variables. The default value starts from 0. If we do not want the value to start from 0, then we can define the values inside the curly braces for each variable by using the assignment operator. In the next coming lesson, we would be learning the next user-defined data type, that is union. We would start learning from what is a union, accessing members of union, and what exactly is the difference between union and structures.